What's up, everyone? We are back for some more Mecha Break gameplay. Gonna be playing as Alysnes this time again. The very first striker that I made a video for, and the very first striker that everyone gets to play when they boot up this beta and the past ones. And I said back when I first played Alysnes that I did like them, but they weren't really my favorite mech in the roster. But with this beta especially, I'm kind of starting to go back on that opinion. I've actually been feeling like Alysnes is one of my favorites. Kind of them and Welkin, and I'll probably feel the same way about Panther, but I said for various games in the past that melee is usually not my cup of tea, but I don't know. Right now, I'm feeling completely the opposite. Alysnes and Welkin has just been the strikers that I've been feeling the most confident on, and I think it's just because they have pretty good survivability, great mobility, because they have the melee charge to get across the map. Alysnes probably more so than Welkin. Welkin is a little bit less mobile. And those two combined with good damage, the fact they can get through shields, and just the fact that they're not really shut down as much by people putting like smoke screens on the point and everything, which allows them to contest objectives really well. So, I'm still enjoying other strikers. I feel like if I'm playing Falcon or something, I can't really focus on objectives as much because if I land near it, I'm gonna die unless there's no one else around. With some of like the energy characters, like Hurricane is great for playing objectives, but with like Welkin's change where he can put down his kind of smoke screen that blocks energy attacks, that combined with his box from before makes it really hard to necessarily fight over objectives when he's around. But when I'm Alysnes, still tough to get through Welkin boxes, but in general, I can throw out those melees and contest any sort of objective that people are fighting over as long as I stay alive. And Alysnes certainly has great survivability for that as well. But we start off this match with a bit of a melee duel between me and the Panther. That's a tough matchup kind of for both sides. I think both Panther and Alysnes struggle to kill each other. Panther really has to get that lance charge on you to really get much to happen, and that's hard to do because if you've got that shield, if you're paying attention to him, you can pair it with the shield relatively easily. You can maybe do a regular shield blade melee beforehand to set it up a bit more guaranteed. But for me, he's got his extra complex shields, which but those block everything. The blue shields, it blocks melees and all the regular weapon attacks, so he won't be staggered at all once he's got that up, so it's kind of hard to get a melee combo going on him unless you can burn through that first. So me and him had that duel to start, neither of us died, and then we've kind of gone our separate ways, but I'm sure we'll run into each other again. But right now I'm trying to chase down some of the flyers. At least as I feel like you can usually get the first two hits of the melee confirmed, especially if you set up with the Gauss can to stagger them before you get up to them, but that third hit usually is a bit too delayed, that if they're kind of spamming a dash away, they're usually going to be able to get out of your reach. So I'll take what damage I can get. They do have a Lumine on their team, so there is a chance that damage will be healed back, but hopefully if we can just keep damage going around to everyone, he'll be too busy to heal all the little chip that I'm getting on the flyers as they go by. We've been having a bit of a tough time getting this first key. Looks like my Welkin teammate did finally get it. He's one of the best for that, putting his box on it, but he must have been low before that because he did get burned down before he was able to make it to the rocket. So first objective key goes nowhere for us, but we do have a bit of a lead just off of the kills we've gotten so far. Yeah, fighting the duo of Lumine and Stego right now. He's got a smoke screen up, but I can still throw melees in there, get a couple hits. I'd like to kill Stego, but his melee defense is incredibly high, so while it's not the worst matchup for me, it's going to take a while to kill him. So I was kind of hoping to get that Lumine first, but then I realized that I've been neglecting the objective here. And here is Panther. He's got it again. Gonna try and chase. See, I'm throwing out these Gauss cannons as I melee charge to him, but he's still got his complex shield up, so that wasn't even able to stagger him as he's charging towards the point. He turns around, does that quick lance charge on me, and I wasn't ready to parry it. Wasn't expecting him to go on the offensive there. So now we're baby Alysnes, just kind of try and poke away at him, see what we can do, but I think he's down to his last tick here, and I'm starting to think that there's not really going to be enough time to kill him, so I'm going to go off and fight some other things, see if I can be a bit more useful. And regarding baby Alysnes, your unarmored form, I actually like it a lot. It is limited. You only have the gun and the sword, and no Gauss cannons or any shield like the regular version. But I do like that you have the gun and the sword equipped at the same time. You don't have to swap between them like the armored version, so you can kind of fire your gun while you're charging towards someone with the melee and get that combo going for okay damage. It's not great, but it's something. And they actually added in this beta something new, is the fact that before you only had the one armor call, and now I think you technically have infinite. At least you have, at very least, you can have 3. You can see the countdown down there. It's 155-ish seconds right now. So if I manage to live long enough in my second baby Alysnes form, then I can call in another armor drop. But we're going to be heading over to the objective here. Still going to be a while for that, over 2 minutes now. But got at least one teammate here. Tricera's trying to contest as the key becomes available. Almost got that Sky Raider right away. It's going to be hard to chase, but he's low enough that 1 or 2 more melees should finish him off. He's dashing back and forth behind the point there. Welkin's back as well, got his box going. Don't know if he had anyone caught in that. There's Sky Raider. Both me and Welkin hit him with those melees. He gets low and gets finished off by his own energy bomb. A lot of friendly fire from Sky Raiders so far that we've been seeing in this beta. We got a few other people going around. Lumine's a major target. Gets taken out as well. Tricera's sitting on the point trying to get the key, but he's getting shot up at the Stego. I'm just going to charge in. Lose my armor for that, but I'm blocking his shots, forcing him to back up, so someone should be able to get the key, and there we go. I think Welkin managed to secure it again. And instead of heading right to the rocket, he's going to help me out and kill this Stego, which I think is the right play. Don't want that Stego chasing after him and shooting him in the back, so we do get that kill. And like I said, Stego has great melee defense, but when you got 2 or more people on you, it's not going to matter too much because you have no real escape option on your own. And Welkin, melee hits incredibly hard. Definitely a lot harder than my little tiny sword does, but I can help lock him in place for that. Yeah, I've still got over a minute or so for my armor column to come back, so I'm going to see if I can just bully this Hurricane a bit. Hurricane does struggle a lot versus melee characters. He does get the parry there, but I can get close to him and avoid the shield there taking my targeting. If I'm past it, it's not going to be too much of a problem. But he's doing his splitter beams, gets me kind of low, gets staggered by another shield parry. There we go, managed to finish him off. Unfortunately, while that was happening, though, our Welkin did go down. He got, I think, only 2 ticks of the key. Maybe I should have been with him there on the point to help defend him more. I thought he'd be okay because he was pretty high health when he went to the point. But got us close to catching up to the enemy team, but I think we need that last tick to take the lead. But getting close, 30 seconds away from my armor column, but unfortunately Panther does land another lance charge. And first real death of the match, over 6 minutes in, so that's pretty good. Managed to get a lot of survivability out of my life there. And I know some people like to just play really, really safe when you're on your last life, so you can try and get that other call in, but I mean, I died with 30 seconds left. I'm going to spawn in now in 20 seconds or so. I'm going to have all of my armor columns back. At that point, I'd rather just play around the objective and do what I can do and get the most value out of it before just having to respawn anyways. But now we're coming back in, and Stego's setting up to just blast away near the point. I thought about fighting him, but I really want to make sure that no one is going to get the key, so I get closer to fight the Hurricane. And we've got Panther on the point as well. I think he's trying to go for a key grab there. Quickly moves into his lance pin. And I'm getting low. Might lose my first armor here very fast. Do dodge that pin. They're looking pretty safe around the point. No, Panther's still watching, and Stego is still on that cliff. Let's see if I can maybe force Panther to back up a bit. Welkin's here as well. He pushes in, gets Panther in the box, and I was thinking about going to the Stego there, but then with the Welkin box up, I think this is my chance. Even though the box went down really fast, he's distracting the Stego for me. Panther was also looking elsewhere, and we are able to get the key grab. Gonna dash all the way to the point. And on any other striker, this would be risky with how low my HP is, but I basically still have 3 more lives. So even if someone gets me here, like if that Panther charge had landed, there's basically no way they're gonna kill me before all 3 steps of the key upload are complete. And I do finally lose first armor here, but key upload finishes. Not even gonna call on my other armor right away. Gonna see what I can do with this life for a bit. And I do see that Lumine, but he slips away in the Stego cloak. So another thing I see people do with Alysnes is a lot of people are tempted to immediately do the armor call-in as soon as you go baby Alysnes for the first time. And there can be value in that. Obviously your damage is going to be a lot higher on Alysnes with your full armor. You're going to have access to the Gauss cannons for staggering people to set up for bigger melee combos. But I like to get what value I can out of the baby form, even though I think I've yet to actually get the 3rd armor call-in. As long as you're playing around objective and stuff, you don't really need to be doing maximum damage. You just need to be harassing people and preventing them from grabbing the key on a map like this. But once we get on the point here, there's a lot of enemies around. I decided better to play it safe and go ahead and activate my armor now that I know there's a little bit of a gap and I'm not have to worried about them grabbing the key. But immediately after that, we pick up 2 quick kills. I'm gonna see if we can go for a key grab here. Tricera's blocking partially for me. Panther is distracted by other people. Welkin's coming in now. I'm gonna see if I can hit him a little bit, scare him away. Panther behind. He misses the lance charge though, and I'm gonna head towards the point. And we're at 70 points here, so this will get us a win. You get 15 points for entering the upload zone, and then 5 points for each tick. So it will be a total of 30 if I can make it. We already got the 15 there, up to 85. And I don't have another armor calling, but I still got basically full HP here. It's just getting ticked a little bit by the sandstorm on my armor. And then I still have the last small form. So we're looking pretty good here. Last upload is complete, and that is going to finish the match there. So overall, some great teamwork there. Welkin especially was also doing a lot of key grabs. And me and him, we were doing those melee combos. That Stego was having a rough time. It's tough for me to kill him alone. But once Welkin came in, we'd hit him with the double melee combo. And I think he was having a pretty rough time.
Enemy down.
But there we go, managing to secure the MVP. Great match with Alysnes. 1 death. Close to being 0 deaths. We almost got that other armor calling, but I'm still happy with that. Got a lot of survivability and value. But yeah, definitely shout out to the Welkin. I mean, whole team played well, but Welkin was definitely doing a lot of objective plays, which I appreciate, because Welkin is probably the best at that of every striker in the game. That the box plus the new smoke screen he's got on his third ability with the shield is just really hard for people to deal with unless everyone's focusing him. So he definitely helped a lot out there. But that's going to be it for this time, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing some more Alysnes gameplay. I want to know what you think. Are you also enjoying Alysnes more this time around, or still not really feeling it, or basically the same as before? Curious to hear your thoughts. But if you do want to see more from me, I'm going to be uploading more YouTube videos. Also got some Mech content planned. I have been playing more of that. And also, if you want to see some live streams, I am doing Mecha Break live streams on Twitch throughout the week, so you can also tune in there. But thanks again, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you next time.